Evening settled on the doorway, quiet after all the tears. The wind moves softly through the willow, carrying away the years. I stayed where silence felt respectful, watching broken hearts repair. Some moments don't belong to words, only to those standing there. Then your mother turned toward me, kindness shining through her eyes. Grief had slowly opened space, enough for love to recognize. We found our way back, one honest heart at a time. Not by changing yesterday, but by choosing what comes next. Forgiveness isn't forgetting, it's opening one more door. Love keeps making room for people who thought they had no place anymore. She thanked me for the days I'd stayed, for every quiet morning shared. I smiled because the truth was simple. We had both been carried there. You reached for me without a question, your hand resting close to mine. Some promises are spoken gently, without a single line. She spoke your sister's name with warmth, not only with goodbye. For the first time, memory sounded like sunlight in the sky. If she were standing here beside us, she'd already call you friend. Love keeps growing through the people who help our hearts mend. We found our way back, not to who we used to be, but to people brave enough to love more honestly. Every tear became a river, every river reached the sea, and every heart that chose forgiveness set another spirit free. The evening folded into starlight, the village breathed in peace. You slipped your arm around me and quietly smiled and said, she would have loved you. And somehow it felt like I had been welcomed by someone I'd never met. The afternoon held every heartbeat, quiet underneath the sky. You looked at me with trembling hands, hope shining in your eyes. The willow swayed above our shoulders like it already understood. Every season led us gently to this moment where we stood. You reached into your pocket slowly, holding more than silver there. You were offering tomorrow with a promise wrapped in care. Will you build forever with me, one sunrise at a time? Through every changing season, through every mountain we must climb. Not because our hearts are perfect, not because we've never cried, because we learned that love grows strong flower on the ring, bloom quietly in the light. Simple as the love between us, gentle as the morning sky. Before I found another answer, my tears had already shown. Every dream I'd almost buried had finally found its home. We can't promise endless summers, we can't promise skies of blue, but I'll choose your hand in every weather. I'll choose this life with you. We'll carry every precious memory, every name that shaped our days. The love they left inside our hearts will guide us on our way. I'll build forever with you, one heartbeat after one. We'll make a home where hope keeps blooming like flowers in the sun. Every morning by the willow, every evening by your side. Today I said yes to your future, into the rest of my life. The silver ring caught the sunlight. The valley stood so still. You whispered, will you marry me? I smiled through happy tears and answered, yes. Then the world, for one beautiful moment, bloomed with us, bloomed with us. Evening gathered by the river, amber fading into blue. Every hand held one small lantern, every flame held someone too. Old white sleeves brushed through the silence, mountain winds began to sing. Every heartbeat waited softly for the first release of spring. The elder raised his weathered lantern, his voice carried through the night. Even after endless winter, love still finds returning light. Lift your lantern to the heavens, let the darkness know your name. Every memory still shining is another living flame. No goodbye can steal the light that love has placed inside our souls. When 100 hearts remember, no one walks alone. I wrote your name with careful hands, ink becoming one more prayer. I forgot how to keep living, but I'm finding my way there. The lantern rose above the river, carried by the evening breeze. Every golden light surrounding it whisper, you still belong with me. You reached for my hand so quietly before another tear could fall. You said, look around you carefully, they're never to countless lanterns. The mountains disappeared in gold. You whispered, you're not alone. I looked into the sky, and for the first time I believed it. The festival had found its ending. Only stars remained awake. Grandmother wrapped the night around us like a quilt we used to make. The lanterns had become the heavens, their golden light now far away. Still I felt their quiet promise, resting softly with the day. She looked at me with gentle wisdom, the kind that only time can grow. Some questions don't need perfect answers, only hearts prepared to know. Maybe we become the sunrise, maybe we become the rain. Maybe love is never taken, it just learns another name. In the wind across the valleys, in the river running free, every soul becomes a small forever, living quietly in everything. I spoke your name beneath the starlight without breaking into tears. Somehow every precious memory felt lighter than the years. I still miss your voice in midnight, I still hear your gentle laugh. But now your love walks right beside me, lighting every hidden path. She said nothing truly vanishes, the seasons simply change their clothes. Spring grows from forgotten winters, just as every river flows. If you listen with your whole heart, you'll find them everywhere you go. In the scent of rain, the morning sunlight, and the flowers learning how to grow. Maybe we become the sunrise, maybe we become the sea. Maybe every life keeps shining through the ones who still believe. I'll carry every treasured memory, not as chains but as my guide. Love doesn't ask us to stop living, it simply walks beside. The stars rested above the mountains, the village finally fell asleep. I closed my eyes, and somewhere inside the silence, spring had already begun. Morning settled on the willow. Rain had washed the world anew. Golden light across the paddies. Everything felt clear and true. We walked the path without a hurry, the same road I once feared to see. Funny how familiar places can witness who we're meant to be. You smiled and said she reminded me of the girl who first came here. I look back through those quiet seasons and hardly recognize my tears. I'm proud of me too, for every step I couldn't see, for every dawn I chose to face, for not giving up on me. Love held my hand when I was breaking, hope found my heart when I was lost. Now I carry both with gratitude, no matter what they cost. This village gathered broken stories, then gently stitched them into light. A grandmother's embrace, warm coffee, lanterns glowing through the night. A letter folded with forever, a friend whose love still leads me on. Hands that stay through every silence, teaching me where I belong. Healing wasn't one big moment, it was mornings one by one. Tiny choices, quiet courage, learning not to hide or run. Every scar became a chapter, every tear became the rain. And after every passing season, I found my strength again. I'm proud of me too, not because I never fell, because I stood each time with people who loved me through it all. Carry every precious memory, every voice that called my name. The past will always walk beside me, but it no longer leads the way. You kiss my hand beneath a willow, the breeze moves softly through the trees. You said, I'm proud of you. I smiled, and for the very first time I believed it. And I whispered, I'm proud of me too. I'm proud of me too. Laughter filled the little house, Music floated through the air, old friends dancing in the firelight. Joy was everywhere. You reached your hand across the room, smiling like the world stood still. Once we feared tomorrow's silence, now we danced without it. You held me close so naturally, like we'd known this all along. Every heartbeat found another, turning quiet into song. You became my home, not a place upon a map, but the hands that never left me, the love that brought me back. When I thought I'd lost forever, you stayed through every storm. Now every road I walk beside you leads me home. I rested softly on your shoulder, listening to your steady heart. It sounded like the peaceful mornings where our healing first would start. And you whispered words so gently, I carried secretly inside. I think I've loved you since the willow and tears became my smile. Home isn't only where we're born, it isn't walls or wooden floors. It's the soul that keeps the light on. We're afraid to open doors. If tomorrow changes everything, if every season comes and goes, I'll keep choosing this same heartbeat, the one that feels like home. You became my home, the place my heart belongs. Every scar has found its meaning, every silence found its song. We'll dance through all the changing seasons, through every joy and every tear. As long as we're still walking together, home will always be here. The music slowly faded, the room grew quiet. You kissed my forehead, my smile, my lips, and softly whispered, I'll always help you find your way home. I close my eyes, because I